Hello and welcome to InfoHub. Here is what you need to know for Friday, June 1, 2018. Marat better equipped to meet international security regulations. Bartram Collins College graduate lauds the Public Service Training School. Minister Valdo Lawrence helps with Rossville cleanup. U.S. NGO helping to improve eye care in Guyana. Minister Holder leads team to fertile West Patuca Farming District. And the Temeri Film Festival offers up quality local films. First, we tell you that Natisha Isaacs was with Minister of Public Health Valdo Lawrence yesterday when she visited the Rossville community to donate tools for a community cleanup exercise slated for Sunday.
Minister Lawrence also took the time to listen to the concerns of the residents.
It's nice to see the minister come in Rossville to support us. This is very wonderful to see this the government doing for us, and it's very nice. We need a proper thing, you know.
It's the first time I see young people really come out for support Rossville. I would like to thank the minister for bringing us wheelbarrow and all these little fine things that you bring here today, because we never see nobody in this lifetime come and bring nothing here.
Residents said this is the first time in decades that any minister visited, and they are now hopeful for the community's development.
Well, for me, it was so happy for me, and I guess it's happy for the people in Rossville too, because for the first time since the minister to take office, to see a minister live in person that I could hold around and feel so comfortable, it was a great moment for me.
The minister donated wheelbarrows, shovels, forks, cutlasses, and rakes to aid in the cleanup exercise, which was initiated by the residents. For InfoHub, Natisha Isaacs.
The Maritime Authority's administration of port security was boosted with support from the U.S. Embassy. InfoHub's Renetta LaFleur was there and filed this report.
A Port Security Access Card PSAC system was today handed over to the agency at its head office in Kingston. Minister of Public Infrastructure David Patterson explained.
It's intended to produce identification cards for employees working at port facilities and reduce the security checks for other stakeholders who frequent these port facilities. The card will also produce security standards at port facilities as a means of access control.
Once installed, Guyana will have a port facility identification card similar to that used in the United States. U.S. Ambassador to Guyana Perry Holloway said the equipment is crucial for increasing the agency's compliance level.
One of the weaknesses that were identified was access to the port. It was quite easy to get access to the port, and now it's going to be much more difficult. And not only is it more difficult, but if there is need for an investigation or there are accusations, they're going to be able to go to this electronic system and they'll have a record of who was in the port, in what part, at what time. So this just basically gives you control of your port, and it gives you auditability.
The PSAC system is valued under $8,000 US. From the Maritime Administration with videographer Kareem Peters, I am Renetta LaFleur for InfoHub.
Last year, Martina Ned got to be Prime Minister for a day. Now she is working at the office of the Prime Minister and loving the opportunity. Martina is among the first batch of students to have graduated from the Bartram Collins College of Public Service. Natisha Isaacs joins us again to walk us through Martina's success story.
Martina Ned was given the opportunity to benefit from training through the Bartram Collins College of the Public Service. The now 20-year-old is the receptionist at the office of the Prime Minister.
I think it was a good vision or opportunity that the President of Guyana chose this, because it gives young people a chance actually to experience what it's like to study first, and experience what it's like to visit Guyana, and also it gives us an opportunity to expect the unexpected within the public service.
The college's cadets are schooled in various practical and theoretical areas and serve a mandatory 6-month internship at a government agency. As part of her internship, on the International Day of the Girl celebrated on October 11, Ned served as Prime Minister for a day.
I must say that was an opportunity of a lifetime, simply because I got to experience what it's like to be a member of Parliament and the Prime Minister of a country, and to see what it's like to be in his shoe for a day.
Martina remarked that the college has prepared her for her professional life.
Well, I see it as an opportunity because going to the college is guaranteed that we obtain a job at the end of it. So I see it as an opportunity to obtain a career. The college was a push start, but not everything we learned in the college, because many of us had to get an offhand experience of what it is like to be within the public service, which that 6 months came in handy.
The Bertram Collins College is the brainchild of President David Granger in his effort to produce a more efficient and modern public service. For InfoHub, Natisha Isaacs.
Health Expo offers visitors free medical services and information. Several exhibitors shared their experiences and their views with Stefan Gabriel.
Guyana's first Health Expo continued with exhibitors showcasing what they offer health-wise.
Well, today we're showcasing family health, which starts from birth all the way to the elderly. The first booth showcases basically on adolescent health, every issue that would affect adolescent. The last booth is elderly, how to care for them and everything.
Well, we are out here to demonstrate and to show the public what we do at the Tulmary Rehabilitation Center. It is so nice to come out here that we can educate person of the service that we provided at the center.
Well, on stage at the Sapphire Exhibition's main auditorium, we're having a number of tables that talk about prevention of HIV and AIDS and other STIs. We have a couple of doctors, plus we have some peer educators who are sharing knowledge on prevention and other issues related to HIV, stigma discrimination to general public.
We are showcasing here our health centers anywhere on the west coast or the west bank, the east bank of Essequibo, the Essequibo River or the Demerara River. You can access health care. At our health centers, they are doctors, so you don't have to go to the hospital for minor things like a fever and a cold and so on.
These are the treatment of traditional Chinese medicine, and we also provide a traditional Chinese medicine service in Guyana.
Today we're very honored in showcasing our products today. We have majority of our products on display, and everything you see in our booth is locally made by NUGPC.
The exhibitors were also happy to be a part of the event.
So far, the fair is good. We're all, especially adolescent health, we're always excited to come out and share with the public our knowledge and to empower youth.
It was very good response from the public. People have been visiting the booth to find out about the service that we provided, especially the prosthetic leg that we do.
It was, in fact, quite surprising that a lot of people didn't know that all these services were offered by the farms. We're glad we were able to educate people about, occupational therapy especially, and how it's very important in getting people back into everyday life.
I feel very good. We should have had this a long time ago, but there's always a first time, and I do hope that they can have it again next year.
It's very honoring to be part of this Health Expo 2018. We think it's a very excellent move to focus on the health department or the aspect of Guyana.
The Health Expo, which began on Wednesday, May 30th, ends on Saturday, June 2nd. The public is encouraged to come out and take full advantage of the free services provided. For InfoHub, Stefan Gabriel.
Welcome back. In this report, we tell you that local ophthalmologists are being guided on how to recognize and examine complications of diabetes in the eye and treat patients with laser technology. Zanil Williams tells us this is being done through training conducted by the overseas-based NGO Orbis.
This is a second visit of a 3-year arrangement between the government and Orbis International. The training will aid the ophthalmology department to better deal with diabetic retinopathy. An ophthalmologist from the New Amsterdam Hospital, participating in the 1-week training, which began today, said he believes Guyana is on the right track.
There are always budget constraints, and I think we're doing the right thing, centralize things to one place to get the best we can do here in Georgetown Hospital. Then as we get good at it, we have good training, then we can gradually spread our wings.
Diabetic retinopathy is the damage of tiny blood vessels due to chronically high blood sugar from diabetes. Orbis representative Rosalind Stevens noted that though Guyana's eye healthcare system is top-notch, more equipment is needed.
Based on worldwide travel that I've done, I think the medical care system is excellent. What I noticed when I walked in the door is that the pharmacy gives away free medication. that the treatment to the patients here is free, and that's a real barrier to care. For example, in the United States, where more help is needed is support for the medical care system in terms of numbers of equipment for every physician that's trained. We become frustrated when we train a physician, spend a lot of resources and money training physicians, and they don't have the equipment to do their job.
The NGO also had an engineer, James Lester, conducting training in the biomedical workshop.
From the Georgetown Public Hospital Corporation with videographer Leon Leung, Zanil Williams for InfoHub.
West Watuka in Region 10 is thought to be one of the most fertile areas in Guyana for farming. Agriculture Minister Noel Holder led a team to the area recently, and drainage and irrigation was addressed. Stefan joins us again.
At the meeting, NDIA's CEO Flats told the farmers that the agency recognized the drainage and irrigation issues. A consultant has since been hired to assist in addressing the challenges.
The NDIA is aware of the problems facing this community in terms of drainage and irrigation. To this end, we have hired a consultant to look at the area in terms of what is happening and what can be done in terms of a solution. The consultant has produced a report, and what we need to do next, perhaps in another 2-3 weeks, is come with the consultant here, and the consultant will make a presentation of the solution.
The CEO made clear that the farmers' presence would be needed at the presentation so that the recommendations be verified.
Because once the consultant makes his recommendations, we want the farmers to be able to say, yes, they agree with this, or that won't work because of this and so on. And once we pass that stage, it's just a question of funding. Farmers will have a chance to comment, because the farmers are right here. And they will know whether what the consultant is recommending makes sense. And once we can do that, then we can include something in our next year's budget.
Minister Holder also addressed issues related to land clearing and leases. He assured farmers that they will receive his support to ensure access to lands and increase production. West Watuka is located on the west bank of the Demerara River, and farming is the main economic activity in the thriving agricultural district. Many farmers sell their produce at the various markets in Georgetown. For InfoHub, Stefan Gabriel.
Locally produced films are being highlighted at Guyana's 3rd Timeri Film Festival. Zanil returns with our final report.
The festival, which opened on Tuesday, May 29 at Maury House, features local and Caribbean films. Founder Ramona Lucas said that the aim is to boost local talent in cinematography and acting.
It's a platform for Guyanese filmmakers to showcase their films, and it's a way for us to bring films that are being made by other Caribbean filmmakers to Guyana so that you can see them.
The show opened with a packed house, and the nation's own Gavin Mendonica teamed up with Derek Denhart, better known as Ziggy, to produce a short film, How to Build a Treehouse. Mendonica explained that his game-changing piece was shot at the iconic Kaieteur Falls.
The song is about planting a seed and nurturing that seed so that it can become a tree that you can live out of. One of the goals is to take this film and use it as a marketing tool for Guyana to aid in the increase of tourism to Guyana, and not just to Kaieteur Falls but to the interior of Guyana.
Screenings are being held tonight at Maury House and June 2nd and 3rd at the Dutch Bottle Cafe from 2 p.m. Lucas is inviting all to come out and support this unique festival.
This is a great opportunity to visit multiple countries in the Caribbean without ever leaving your country and learn and enjoy some really great stories.
Zanil Williams for InfoHub.
Thank you for joining us. Do have a pleasant and safe weekend. Goodbye.